Today I'm going to teach you an 8th note triplet riff in D standard. We'll work in any tuning, but if you want to play along, you'll need the guitar in D standard. So what are 8th note triplets? Normally, when you have 8 notes or 8th notes in a 4/4 time signature, then it counts 8 notes to the bar. When you've got 8th note triplets, we're counting 12 notes to the bar. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the difference when you got the triplet. So you can fit 12 notes to a bar, and it really lends you to the 3 note per string little patterns. And one way you can do it, and this is how I came up with the idea for this riff today, is we have fingers 1, 3, and 4, and then you move back 1 fret and you have fingers 1, 2, and 4, and you just alternate between those, and that's your 6. So that was the idea of how this whole riff started. It's doing the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, alternating back and forth for that first idea. Then I thought, let's just switch that up a little bit. And so I've written out this riff, and we have... So I played this riff slow to start off with, and one thing we need to look at is with our picking hand, it's how we're resting our hand and how we're picking the string, because the hardest part in this is going to be transitioning to that 4th string. And more when you want to do it at a fast speed. So the faster we do this one, the more difficult it becomes. And I found that transition. So experiment with how your hand is positioned and the jumping over the string, because you got to get over to an upstroke on that bottom. I've even tried to think about starting it on an upstroke, the riff. So then when you get to that 4th string, you're doing that with a down. But that's sort of weird because I start everything with a downstroke. But something just to think about, like, how are you picking this riff? Are you starting with that upstroke? Are you starting with the downstroke? Because then it's like an inside-outside type of thing. How you pick this one is definitely going to determine how easy you can do this one at speed. And the way you're attacking the string, like I'm experimenting with that too. Because you can play this one down here as well. And I found that if the more my hand is like up this way, like the back of the hand like that, and I have to do the 4th and the 3rd string using this pattern. If my hand's up like this, I find it a lot harder and it gets sloppy. I noticed that when I drop the hand down like this a bit more, you can feel like less tension. You just transition between those 2 strings a lot better. So the advantage I found with playing this one in this position means you don't have to jump up to the 7th fret when you finish the... You can play it here and there. So that's something also to experiment with. Do you want to play it down low? One thing I noticed is if you use these strings, they sound different too. Then the second part of this riff I came up with. have it, the 8th note triplet riff in D standard. Experiment with how you're picking, economy of movement, lots of videos. Troy Grady, check out that. It's like the inside outside. Are you having to jump over a string to do that upstroke, like those little movements with your picking hand when you're going at speed or you're trying to play things faster? That's when it's going to become an issue. If you're playing this riff slow, it's not something you really have to be concerned about. And also, do you want to play it in this position or do you want to play it up at the 7th fret position? So keep all of that in mind, because all of these tiny little gains you can make is what's going to make you a better player. So if you would like this riff to practice in a Guitar Pro format or the PDF, check out the link to my Patreon below. We're running a 25% discount. I think there's like 5 days left on that. So if you're watching this, I think it's like the 22nd or 23rd of August right now. So yeah, if you're watching this at a later time, then that promotion is ended. But hey, keep playing, keep loving it. You know, that's really the main thing in all of this, is just keep practicing and just loving it. Is it practice if you love it? I don't think so, but you know, all attitude, mindset, all that type of thing is also very important when you're playing guitar. Because if you're not loving this, what are you even doing it for? So until next time, legends, take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next one. Catch us later.